All right, it is 8 a.m. I'd like to call the Brimfield Township regular scheduled meeting to order at 8 a.m. Roll call for attendance, please.
All those in attendance, Mike is absent. Nick?
Here.
Sue?
Here.
We have a partial board, but able to do business.
All right. We will take now a moment of silence for meditation or prayer prior to the start of the meeting. Okay. All right, we will start at the top of the agenda here. Announcements or correspondences. Sue, do you have any announcements or correspondences?
No.
Okay. Neither do I. No meeting guests today. Agenda. Need a motion to accept the agenda.
So move.
And I will second for discussion.
We have to,
Craig, pay rate. Oh, we need to amend administration. We should, John, we have to put those job hires on here
Yeah,
for
so
transfers,
what is-
right? So admin
No.
number 2.
but we already have it out there.
Oh, you do?
It's that pay rate schedule.
Well, that's just the pay rate schedule. That's to approve the stepped increases. We now
You
need
wanna
to
approve
approve the
the jobs.
transfer. Yeah, we need to approve the transfers.
Okay.
So, so admin number 2 is going to be senior fiscal office assistant transfer.
Okay.
Number 3 is going to be fiscal assistant transfer.
Okay.
And those are the only 2 job transfers.
Yep. All right, so all those in favor, Sue,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
motion passed.
Purchase orders. I'll make a motion to approve the purchase orders.
Second.
All those in favor, Sue,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
motion passed.
Warrants. I'll make a motion to accept the warrants.
Second.
All those in favor, Sue,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
motion passed.
Public comments or questions. Sue, do you have any feedback from the community that you want read in today?
No.
Well, we have those minutes out there, Nick.
Minutes were not on the agenda for some reason. Okay, we'll get to those. I don't have any public comments. Can you read
I
off
don't know
those
why
meeting
they
minutes? Because some of those, some
Yeah.
of those meeting minutes were for a Mike Kosinski meeting that I was not at, so we're not going to be able to approve those.
Okay, so which one, there was a 10/21 public hearing and a public hearing number 2 on October 21st.
That's Mike. That's Mike.
So we have to skip that one. There's a 10/21 regular meeting.
We have to skip that one because 10/21 was the
11/4.
date that I was off.
Okay, 11/4 public hearing.
11/4, we can make a motion on 11/4. Is there any other ones?
There is 11/4 regular meeting. At 11/18 regular meeting. I believe everybody was there at that one. There was
Yep.
11/24 special meeting, which everybody was there. 12/2 regular meeting and a 12/16 regular meeting. I believe everybody was there. You two at least.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so we'll
I will
skip the
make-
10/21 one.
Yep. That one's going to have to get signed, be done in January.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion to approve the 11/4 public hearing meetings, the 11/4 regular meetings, the 11/18 regular meeting, 11/24 special meeting, the 12/16 and 12/1 regular meeting.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor, Sue,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
motion passed. Okay, thank you.
No problem. There's no any safety concerns from anybody?
Nope.
All right. Hearing none, we'll turn the floor over to Roy, Police Department.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. I don't have much for you this morning. I've been on vacation and along with Captain Atkins since last Wednesday, but just a couple of quick items. Mentioned this to the board before, but some of the setup and graphics and equipment setup on the new cruiser will be starting next week. Had a temporary hiatus on that because of the holidays and getting that scheduled, but that should be starting next week. I do have one candidate for an officer position that's further along in the background process. He's recently completed a polygraph. I have not gotten the results of that back. Once I do get that, I should be coming to the board for a conditional approval to extend an offer, but I'll follow back up with you once I know more on that piece. And I just wanted to take a moment to recognize Dave Rufner and his crew for being out and about and over the holidays. I know that wasn't anticipated, but Dave noticed that and really appreciate it. Thank you. And that's all I have.
Yeah, Dave, tell you guys thank you, especially on Christmas. I know that's hard to leave the family for our police, fire, and road guys, but having you guys out there is really important, and we do truly appreciate all of your dedication.
I will. I'll let them know.
All right. How close, Roy, are we to the hire? We probably a couple more meetings out, you think?
You know, as soon as I get that report back, I'll come to you guys for to extend a conditional offer to that candidate. We should have that by next meeting. I should be able to bring that to you by next meeting.
Okay, great. All right, Sue, any questions for police?
No.
All right, we'll move into fire department.
Again, same thing as Roy. I don't have much. We're just pushing to the end of the year. So nothing on the fire department end.
All right, then we'll move into admin. Do you have anything for admin?
Only thing I had is kind of what we added to the agenda, but honestly, I'll just let you take the lead on that. It's pay rate schedule for non-contracted employees. I will make a comment to this before we get into this. In any other part of our township, we have contract employees with pay rate schedules, and we have never had one for the non-union, non-contracted employees, and we should. So this is what we're going to talk about today, of putting something in place that we can follow. So go ahead.
All right. All right, so I'll make the motion so that we can discuss it. I move to accept Exhibit A salary ranges and step increases for job classifications. Whereas step increases will be issued the first payroll of each calendar year, whereas steps are determined by date of hire, where each new calendar year of employment increases an employee's step, whereas administration secretary is classified as a clerk, whereas fiscal assistant is classified as a secretary, whereas senior fiscal assistant is classified as a senior secretary, whereas parks and rec director is classified as a department director, whereas information director is classified as a information director. And whereas the cost of living wages issued per the Township Policy and Procedure Manual will adjust Exhibit A salary ranges and step raises accordingly. I need a second for discussion.
Second.
All right, so right now this will just include the admin folk at the fiscal and the fire department / town hall area. This will grandfather the police admin employees at this time because I believe that they may be outside of that step process, but they would still be eligible for policy and procedure manual for cost of living wages reviews that we do every April.
Well, if I could jump in on that, Nick, thanks for putting all that together, because that's a needed step. As we grow, we just can't be flying by the seat of our pants trying to figure out what everybody's job cost right off the bat. It's nice to have a schedule out there that everybody knows what that position cost, our budget, and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for putting that together. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoy doing that type of stuff. By doing this and adjusting these numbers, we will have one vacancy that's not planned to be filled at this time. So that helps with part of this too. But basically, we have saved our budget a 16% reduction in the payroll for the admin side of pieces. So we were able to do some cost savings in there while keeping our employees where they need to be with their pay raises. And everybody knows what to anticipate each year now. So that will go into effect would go into effect today so that it would take effect for the first payroll of 2021.
Hey, Nick, can I ask a side question on that? Again, I don't have the exhibit in front of me, so I apologize. I know I took a brief glance at it previously. Does this exhibit or putting this forth in this manner, does this give you any flexibility in the future? For example, if you have someone that you're hiring in for a position who, say, has, I don't know, maybe they've got prior experience serving that role. Do you have the flexibility to start them at a different step per se? Is that built into that, or is that just a lock that they come in at a certain rate, no matter what their prior experience may have been?
Really, they'd come in at a base rate, but it could be, and we didn't delve this deep into it yet, but we could as we kind of work this over the next year or two. Let's say they have prior police admin experience for another police department. We may be able to count those years of service as a transfer piece over. That's typically what we see at the state and county levels too. So we're just trying to standardize this so that everybody kind of knows what they're coming into.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome. And we may add more job classifications because we'll see how police falls into this in the future. But right now, we wanted to grandfather those pieces because obviously our goal was not to reduce people's pay. We wanted to, grandfather the police admin at this time.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Other questions? All right. Roll call.
I guess a comment to that, John, you already heard this, but I want this to live in the township policy and procedure manual.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's because that's where their rules are all listed. So it should all be listed right there. So.
Well, that's why I created this as Exhibit A. So the actual language I sent you, John and Craig, that is what will go in the meeting minutes. The Exhibit A, we can tweak that a little bit to clean it up with the fonts and stuff. But Exhibit A will be a file that will add the Power DMS under the policy and procedure manual.
Yep, agreed.
Okay,
Well,
so
Nick, I just really appreciate all the work and the thought process that went into this finally to bringing us up with something that we can hold in our hand and look at and say, this is the way it is, this is where we're going, and this is how this works. I really, really appreciate that.
Thank you. I think it makes it easier for us as a board because it felt like we were scrambling often. If we had a new position, what are we going to pay them? And now we have a set process. So I think this will be good for us moving forward.
John, is that something you want one of the girls to do over there? Correct that, make it the right font, and add it to the.
Well, we're in the process of trying to finalize all the new employee handbook. So
I know, but it needs to live somewhere now.
Well, do you have a spot in the current? I mean, they could just put that in the current one, and then we can. I mean, however you want the font to fit. I mean,
yeah, right.
One of them will do it.
I just want it typed correctly. Do you want?
So, Craig, I'll just clean it up because either you, I, or Roy would have to plug it in there anyways because they don't have the admin access to Power DMS.
Okay.
So I'll change it over to the font and typeset so that it fits nicely in there, and I'll add that as an exhibit.
And then send it to me as a Word because I keep it in a separate folder.
Correct.
Well, and they both have it
Okay.
already. I just emailed it over to them, so they both, Kirsten and Rochelle, already have it. So if you need them to change anything, let me know.
Okay.
Okay, we good?
Yep.
All those in favor, Sue?
Aye.
Nick?
Yes.
Motion passed. Okay.
All right. With the retirement of Nancy Rod, it opened up a position inside the township. And we had internal applications. Like we normally do, we offer those jobs internally first. And we had somebody apply for the Senior Fiscal Officer Assistant position. So I would like to make the motion to formally offer the Senior Fiscal Officer Assistant position effective first pay of 2021.
Second.
Two.
Yes.
To
Okay. Okay.
do we need the official name in there too, John? I don't know how we normally do this. Do we need to put
Yeah, we're just gonna put her name in there.
Kirsten?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kirsten.
Mitchen. All right. Move to offer Kirsten Mitchen, senior
Senior
Fiscal Office.
Fiscal Officer Assistant.
Effective 1/1 of 20. 1/1 of 21. Okay, all those in favor, Sue,
Yes,
Nick,
Yes?
motion passed.
All right. And then I would like to make a motion, because of that creates a fiscal assistant position opening. So I'd like to make a motion to offer Rochelle the fiscal assistant position.
second,
Okay, all those in favor, Sue,
yes,
Nick,
Yes.
motion passed.
That leaves a vacancy for the administration secretary. I think we should leave that position there, not close it out, but not fill it at this time, because we did transfer all admin staff over to our rental across the street because of construction and COVID concerns. So we'll just leave that as a vacancy to be filled in the future.
okay.
Right, and if I could comment on that, I agree with you. I want to leave that position open for the needs, possibly 2 years from now.
And kind of just to put that out there, we've already spoke with Kirsten and Rochelle. They will be duly handling any of those calls that come in over there. So Craig, if you have any, issues, or if you did need one of them coming over for the day, they will come over.
Right,
But we'll handle all that.
I've already talked to Brian. We're going to leave that office as a office. We're going to set it up with a computer. So if I do need somebody, I can use that. But
Okay. But all the calls will be handled over here now. They're just being transferred across the street. So no one would know the difference where they were calling.
All right. Anything else under admin?
No.
All right. Zoning and economic, we have no report today. They are out of the office for the holiday on vacation. So we'll move into road department. Hey, the floor is yours.
Hey, thanks, Nick. Morning, everybody. It's been a long week. We've been doing a bunch of funerals right now. I mean, we're actually doubled what we normally do in a year's time this year. So we've been trying to work that in between these snowstorms. We moved some of the stuff from the town hall to the fiscal office. We still got more to finish up. It's just trying to squeeze it in between everything that's going on. I just want to let you guys know we're working on dump truck 24, which is our oldest dump truck. We had an electrical issue. We finally found a part in Alabama, so it'll be here by the beginning of next week. So they'll send it up, and hopefully that's the issue. Nobody around here had the part. The truck's just getting that old that it's getting hard to find the parts. It's still usable in the storm. We just got to use the 4-ways instead of the strobe lights if we come up with something major. So
What year is that truck? That dump truck? 2001?
Yes.
Okay. That's old.
Yeah, it's had a hard life too. I mean, it's worked hard. It's one of the hard workers. So just mainly we're doing some odds and ends, still, touching up from the snowstorms over the Christmas holidays and stuff. The guys did a great job. I had them out. We were all working together Thursday night, first thing Friday morning, Saturday morning, and then these little snowstorms that keep catching us here and there. So no, they did a great job. We got everything opened up. Hopefully everybody was happy. So as of this point, this time of year, from all the snowstorms we've had at the beginning, we've used just over 300 ton of salt, which to me is making me a little nervous. I don't like to be that far in the salt beginning of the year, but we had to kind of do it because we keep getting rains and then it washes the salt off the road and then it snows and sticks again. So with that, we're ordering another 200 ton of salt this week to come in hopefully next week. One of our biggest problems we're having with the plowing right now, though, is I don't understand people. They see that much snow coming, they park all over the roads. Some of these allotments. So I've told my guys if there's too many cars to pull off, don't even plow the road. We've had a couple plow damage things from it where swung around the car and the plow went across and then tore the yard up. So we got to fix that. So we're going to probably start skipping some of the roads. So if you guys start hearing some of that, so.
Can we, just 1 second, Dave, on that?
Yeah.
Can we use our notification system, John or Roy, just to make a public announcement as, hey, we're into the winter time. Please remember not to park on the road. Something like that, just as a reminder. Because I can do a Facebook video, but I'm only going to catch, 30, 40% of the population.
Yes,
Roy, can that just go out on a Nixle text to everybody?
yes,
Okay. Are you able to do that?
yes,
Okay. Can you do it from where you're at?
yes.
Okay. Sweet. Okay.
Yep.
Handled.
Maybe we should, before we put it out, I'd like to, can we put it out? I don't know if we need to do it today, because I don't know when the next snowstorm's coming, Dave. If it's going to be a couple days before the next snowstorm, people are going to forget it. I'd like to hit it, when we know that storm's coming in.
Our next big event is truly going to be an ice storm. That's going to hit New Year's Eve and the New Year's Day. So we're going to have an issue with ice, which is, to me, that's just as bad as 6, 8 inches of snow, because the truck can break loose and just take off. So
New Year's Eve. So yeah, can we do it New Year's Eve morning, Roy? Can we just send out a Nixle alert?
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
You got it.
yeah, because that's our next. I mean, we're supposed to have rain today, changing over to snow tonight, but it's not supposed to amount to nothing. But of course, they've said that before, and we got 4 inches. So, but that's the thing. Our biggest concern is I just don't want to see one of my guys slide off and damage a truck into somebody's car that's parked on the road. So, I mean, we were discussing some, with a resident yesterday, and like he said, where they park their car, they can't even get their mail. The mailman won't stop because the car's because one, we leave a big pile of snow by the mailbox because we dodge around the cars. So, but after that, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for the time being.
All right. Any questions for road department? All right, Dave, once again, tell you guys thank you so much for being out there. We appreciate what they do. Parks and Rec. I don't think we have any updates from them, correct?
Yeah, well, I got stuff to just
I
read
see
off.
some notes on here, but I think these notes are from last meeting.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then no, I don't have anything.
Oh no, I take that back, Craig. They are new, because that backyard series is 116. So if you want to go through that stuff.
2 and 3.
Do you want to read them all? Go ahead.
Yeah, I can go through them. Just an update on the Christmas lighting contest. So we had a township winner, and they competed against other townships and cities in the area. The overall winner was 809 Bentley Place Boulevard in Talmadge. So congratulations to Talmadge on that, and congratulations to our Brimfield participants. Also, I think it was a great event, and she says we will continue this next year, and I'm excited to see that. So now is the time to head out to Lowe's and Menards and get their sale lights so that you can build your display even bigger for next year.
That's right.
She will be doing a backyard Broomfield web series on January 16th. So if you see any fun creatures outside, take a picture of them and send those over, and she will add those into her video. The first Parks Advisory Committee meeting will be January 21st, 2021 at 6 p.m. It'll be held every third Thursday. So Sue, if you want to join, that is open to the trustees too. If you want to put that on your calendar, I know I'm going to put it on my calendar, January 21st at 6:30 p.m. And then Cassie is out on vacation. She will return on the 4th. Next up is cemetery. We have one deed to sign. Took care of that, and that'll be over at the office for you, Sue.
Okay, I don't have any comments about the cemetery.
Okay, no updates on the columbarium project?
No, not yet. That's a 2021, maybe end of January, last meeting in January.
Okay, I'm excited to hear about it.
Hey, Nick, can I let Sue know something? Well, I'll let you all know.
Yeah.
They did move the headstone for the Pioneer Cemetery. So it's set where it's supposed to be set now down there at the Pioneer Cemetery.
Okay.
That's it.
Stop by and check that out. Okay. Fiscal Office, anything, John?
Just kind of FYI, everybody knows kind of where we are. We're, but kind of giving you how it works at the beginning of 2021. We can't get started until the bank statement closes. So pretty much anything out there with POs or anything are going to be a week behind into January because we need the bank statement to close out 20. At that point, we'll open it up into temporary appropriations. I believe all of you guys have worked with Kirsten to move the essential purchase orders forward into 21. So we have some open out there, blankets that are there. So that should be all good. We're already into temporary appropriations for payroll. So that's all done. It's just a transition right now into the next year. So the next couple of weeks will be real busy at the fiscal office.
Okay. John, for the fiscal office, did we get that BWC check? Did that finally come in? Do you know?
I'm going to have to ask her. I don't know. I'm sorry. It would have come to
That's
Kirsten.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure because that was going to be a big piece for us too.
Yep, I will check.
All right. No executive sessions today. For the good of the township, I just want to remind everybody we need to have inventory put together. So for our inventory meeting, we do have an organizational meeting, so that will be a different meeting than normal. That will be on Monday the 4th. So we need to remember that Monday, January 4th, we have an organizational meeting. Craig, what time did we schedule that for?
I was just looking 8 a.m.
Okay, 8 a.m. So Monday,
And
January
Kirsten
4th,
said
we
that
have,
the check already came.
okay,
It just came, so she has it. Okay.
perfect. And then we have inventory meeting the following Monday, the 11th at 8 a.m.
Right.
And just an
Make sure
FYI
everybody's
with the inventories, if you haven't done it already, make sure you get all that to Rochelle. She's putting it together so she can send it out virtually in Dropbox so everybody has them ahead of the meeting. So if you haven't already got your 21 inventory over to Rochelle, make sure you do that in the next week or so.
So we need that before the 11th
11th,
meeting, correct?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Nick, do we have,
Right.
still have our strategic meeting on the 11th at 3 p.m.?
Yes, we do.
I had that marked down too.
What
Would
is that?
you,
Thank you.
would you repeat that? So that meeting, second meeting on the 11th?
Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, so that we have a 3 p.m. on the 11th, Monday the 11th. That is our strategic management planning meeting with Todd Pete.
Okay. Got it.
And no,
All right,
no meeting,
anything else
no
for the
meeting.
good of the order?
I'm sorry, no meeting for the inventory piece, or you having will there be a meeting for the inventory piece, or just need that document provided by the 11th?
We actually will have to open up a meeting to officially accept all that too. So January 11th at 8 a.m. we'll have a meeting.
Okay.
They're usually 5 minutes long, if that.
Yeah.
And then on January 11th we'll have another one at 3 p.m.
Very good.
And then we'll accept this on the 6th, but tentatively our next trustee meeting would then be, what did we have that scheduled for?
It would be the 13th.
13th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for the good of the order? If not, I need a motion to close the meeting.
So move.
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor at 8:30. Nick,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
motion passed. Everybody have a happy new year.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Everybody have a good new year.
Happy New Year.